Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for joining me for my Try It Out Tuesday. Today we are trying out a stamp set I've been wanting for a very long time, and it's been out for a while, but it's so cute. I am a coffee lover, and so this stamp set was perfect. It's called Coffee Date, and it's from MFT, and they're silhouettes of lots of coffee pots, well, 2 coffee pots, and then lots of coffee mugs and teacups or coffee cups. And so I finally got it, and so I thought we would make a card using this. For today's card, I'm going to be using both the coffee pots and then 2 of the coffee mugs. There's some coffee cups in there that have saucers, and I just wanted the mugs for today's project. So I'm bringing in my Misty. The nice thing about the stamp set is there's an outline of each of the images, and then there's the silhouette that you can stamp for the inside. So for one of the coffee pots, I'm using a bubblegum ink. It's a soft pink ink. And I used my Misty because I did know I had to stamp it a few times. For my images today, I wanted to use some soft colors. But not too soft. My next ink I'm using here is Coral Crush, and I stamped one of the coffee mugs. We're stamping the silhouettes first, and then we're going to go back later on and stamp the outline of it. For the other coffee pot, I'm using a real soft blue ink. This is called Silicone. And it was really soft, so I stamped it about 4 times just to get it the color that I wanted. And then for my last mug, I'm going to go in with a Peach Bellini. All of the inks that I'm using are from MFT, and I love the color combination of all these 3. Actually, there's 4. But it's such a pretty color combination. Today's card, I wanted to go between maybe a modern vintage, if that's a word. I love vintage looking cards, but I also love modern, soft, bright colors. So that was my inspiration for today. Now I'm going to go in and stamp all the outlines of my images, starting with the coffee pots. And you could do this the opposite way. Stamp the outline first and then stamp your solid image on the inside. I don't know for some reason why I decided to stamp it opposite, but I just lined it up over the colored part that we stamped, and then we'll just close the lid of our Misty and pick up those outlines, and we're going to stamp with the brown ink. I'm using a Hot Fudge ink to stamp my outline. And when I finished it kind of looked vintage to me, like a vintage wrapping paper or wallpaper. But I love the colors. And my inside solid images weren't perfect, but I didn't mind because I did notice when I stamped the solid images that the images didn't stamp the handles of the mugs, which I thought was different. I was looking for the handles, but so I thought it's okay if it's offset just a little bit. Okay, there are little images to stamp coffee inside the mugs. So for that color, I'm using Biscotti, and I'm stamping that a few times just in the coffee mugs. I think it's a perfect coffee color, especially if you like creamer in your coffee, which I do. So my mugs are ready to go. I did pick up the coordinating dies to the Coffee Date stamp set, and so I'll just separate those and place them over my images, and we're going to die cut out both coffee cups and both coffee mugs. Cute little stamp set. I love coffee themed stamp sets, and I'll link it down below in case you guys want to check it out, but it's a cute little set. The stamp set doesn't have any coordinating sentiments. Well, I take that back. In the stamp set, it doesn't have any sentiments whatsoever, but there is a separate stamp set. I think it's a Coffee Date Sentiments stamp set, and I have that one, but for the life of me, I couldn't find it. I don't know what I did with it. Sometimes I start projects and put them in little bins, and so maybe I'm thinking I put it in one of those, but for today's card, I thought we'll just bring in a die for my stash. Okay, they're all lined up. I'm going to run these through my die cut machine, and then we'll just punch them out. The dies do cut out the little handles on all of the images, which is nice. I like that. Okay, so they're ready to go. We're going to set those aside and bring in a piece of white cardstock and a new stamp set. I picked this up at scrapbook.com and I loved it. I loved the price point. When I picked it up, I think it was $8.99 for this huge background stamp. It's from Prima, and it doesn't have a name on it, but I'll link it down below. But it's very nice and vintagey. And like I said, the regular price on it was like $10. For this huge background stamp, I thought it was a great deal. But if you don't have a background stamp that looks vintage like this, what I could suggest would be using pattern paper with the vintage looking newspaper print. I think that would work just as well. But I'm just inking up my background stamp with my hot fudge ink. It's the same ink we used to outline our coffee cup and coffee pot images, and I went over that. Okay, we're going to die cut out a panel that's going to be slightly smaller than my card base. It's about a 1/2 inch smaller all around of my card base, and then tape that down, run that through. Okay, next I have a piece of white cardstock, and I'm going to use a 2-inch wide piece of Post-it note tape. I'm going to line that up on my white cardstock, and then I'll take my paper trimmer and I want to trim down 4 1/2-inch strips. I'm going to use my pencil and kind of mark the 1/2-inch marks just to help me. We'll just trim down, we're going to flip it around and cut at the 1/2-inch mark. So we have 4 1/2-inch size Post-it note strips. I like putting it on cardstock when I cut just for the stability, and that way it doesn't stick to my paper trimmer. Okay, now since we have all even strips of Post-it tape, I'm going to line them along the edge of our background panel here. We'll just tape those down. We're going to create a frame on our background panel. I'm going to add some ink on the inside of the panel, but I wanted a white border that was the same size as the border that we're going to create when we add our panel to our card base, just to add a little bit of interest here. Okay, now to color in my background, I'm going to use those same inks that we used to color in our coffee mug and our coffee pots, starting off with the Coral Crush. I'm going to add a little to the bottom. And you guys noticed that I switched from my glass mat to my black craft mat. My glass mat's actually underneath my black mat. The glare I was getting from the glass mat, for some reason I can't get rid of the glare, and so it gets overexposed. And I am so not a technical person, so I just didn't know how to fix it. But I know it was driving me crazy, and I figured if it was driving me crazy, it would probably be driving you crazy, that glare from the glass mat. So I switched over to this black mat, and so I was being really delicate with my ink because I was used to dabbing it on my glass mat and I could wipe it off, but the ink does stain on my black mat, so you'll see me wiping a lot. Okay, well, here I go. But I added the bubblegum on top, and then the peach Bellini in the middle, and then the Coral Crush on the bottom. I'm going to take the blue ink, which is Snow Cone, and add some ink to a piece of white cardstock, and then I'm using my heat gun. I'm going to dry this. I wanted to die cut out a sentiment that says enjoy, and so I wanted to create the same color of cardstock that I used for my coffee pot there. The enjoy that I'm using is a die from the Greeting Farm, and I've had it for quite a while. If I can find it, I'll link it down below for you guys. But I die cut that out. Now we're just removing our mask that we created on the outline of our panel, and so you can see the variation. I love that effect. I just think it makes your focal point in the center just stand out that much more. Now I'm going to arrange my little images how I want them. I already added foam squares behind them, so we're just going to remove the release paper and stick them down. I wanted all of them to be inside of my colored in area with a little bit overhanging. So we have the coffee pot on the top, the little lids hanging over, and then the left's hanging over, and then the mug on the right is hanging over. All but the center one here. And we're just going to adjust a little bit. And I did later on go in and add glossy accents to my little coffee mugs. And then I also doubled up on the middle coffee cup with my foam square, so it's a little bit higher than the rest of them. I went ahead and glued down my Enjoy sentiment just using my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. I'm going to dot that I. I didn't lose it this time. And I think that looks great. I love the colors in this. And then the background I think looks really neat. Okay, we're going to flip this over, add some foam tape behind it, give this panel a little bit of dimension, and then this panel is going to go on a top folding A2 size card base that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches, and it is a white one. I always open it just to make sure I have it open the right way. Place that on there, and then I think that looks great. I think it'd be a great friendship card when you want to invite somebody for some coffee. Okay, for bells and whistles, I'm going to bring in some iridescent white sequins. And whenever you do use sequins, you know when you glue them down, that glue comes out the center of the sequin. So I'm going to take advantage of that and add some buttercream gems in the center of my sequin. So we have double sparkle, but it's subtle. The buttercream is nice and iridescent too. So we're just going to glue down our gems on the inside of our sequins. And then that finishes off my card for today, guys. Love coffee or tea. This could be a tea card too, I suppose. I love tea too, but that's my card. I think it turned out super fun and I love the colors. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. And again, as always, everything's listed down below. I know there's a lot of questions about the products that I use. But thanks so much for stopping by, guys. I wish you a fantastic day, and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.